The jaw-dropping feats of Indigenous athletes are woven into the fabric of rugby league. During the history of the game, there have been countless Indigenous players who have left an indelible mark on the code. In this list, Rugby League Top Videos are counting down 10 of Rugby League's greatest Indigenous players to play the game. Such was the talent on offer, modern and emerging legends missed the list of 10, such as David Peachey, Wendell Saylor, Anthony Mundine, Matt Bowen, Scott Prince, Nathan Blacklock, Latrell Mitchell, or Preston Campbell. Nor did legends such as Dale Shearer, Ricky Walford, Frank Fisher, Larry Corowa, John Ferguson, or Ken Nagas. So, who are the 10 greatest Indigenous players of all time? Number 10, Justin Hodges. One of the best centres of the NRL era, Hodges was an automatic selection for Queensland through the most dominant era in Origin history and earned 13 caps for Australia. Hodges played fullback through Brisbane's most recent premiership in 2006, but will be best remembered as a centre who turned dummy half running into an art form. Number 9, Sam Thaiday. A one-club champion, Thaiday played 304 games for Brisbane and featured in their 2006 premiership and 2015 grand final loss. The always dependable second rower or prop was a mainstay at Origin and Test level for more than a decade, contributing heavily to many successes. He was only 6 seasons into his NRL career when he was included in the 2008 Indigenous Team of the Century. Number 8, Steve Renouf. Regarded among the game's finest centres, Renouf was blessed with speed, elusiveness and an incredible knack for finding the line, scoring a record 142 tries in 183 games for the Broncos. The Pearl was an integral cog in Brisbane's first 4 premierships and represented Queensland and Australia. Number 7, Gordon Tallis. Fearsome and fearless, Gordon Tallis only knew one way to play: as hard as possible. Starting his career with St George, the second-row enforcer joined the Broncos in 1997 and became a club legend, winning 3 titles. The proud Queenslander captained his state and country and was selected in the Indigenous Team of the Century in 2008. Number 6, Eric Sims. Sims literally changed the game. Field goals were reduced from 3 points to 1 in 1971 because the Rabbitohs fullback was utterly dominating the competition with his golden boot. The 4-time premiership winner still holds several South Sydney records, including most points in a first-grade career, most points in a season, and most first-grade goals in a career, season and match. Number 5, Cliff Lyons. A Hall of Fame 5'8" who could create something out of thin air, Manly legend Lyons has won 2 premierships, 2 Dally M medals, and the Clive Churchill Medal, and represented NSW and Australia. Lyons' scheming runs to create space for others or himself are the stuff of folklore, with his famous try in the second Ashes Test of 1990 being a prime example. Number 4, Laurie Daly. A key member of the dominant Raiders sides of the late 1980s and early 1990s, Daly is also one of the best players in NSW Origin history. Skillful enough to represent Australia at 5'8", mobile enough to be a brilliant centre and physical enough to dominate in the back row, Daly was the full package, and earned Dally M Player of the Year honours in 1995. Number 3, Greg Inglis. Able to make the almost impossible seem effortless, Inglis's ability to rise to any occasion was reflected in the fact he played a different position in his 3 grand final wins. 5'8" in 2007 and centre in 2009 for Melbourne, and fullback in 2014 for South Sydney. The Clive Churchill medalist finished his career as Queensland's top try scorer with 18 4-pointers in 32 matches. He also sits 3rd on the Australian list with 31 tries in 39 tests. Number 2, Arthur Beetson. One of the all-time great props, the godfather of State of Origin and the first Indigenous Australian to captain the nation in any sport, Beatson's legacy looms large over the game. A brilliant mobile prop able to offload from anywhere, Beatson captained Eastern Suburbs to their 1974 and 1975 Grand Final wins. Number 1. Jonathan Thurston. Huge in heart, Thurston's skill, composure, toughness and relentless competitiveness elevated him into rare air. The clutch playmaker was a central pillar in Queensland's unprecedented 8-year Origin dynasty from 2006 to 2013 and shone on the international stage. Arguably the greatest Cowboys player ever, his feats in bringing the club a maiden premiership in 2015 will never be forgotten. Do you agree with this list? Who's your favourite Indigenous player? Let us know in the comments below, and remember to subscribe for future Top Rugby League videos.